I really wasn't planning on saying something, but I remember the day when Shiela was a little girl and she would come to Minnesota, and I would sneak out for the evening, and she would sit in the back, go in the back seat of my car because she knew I was always going to have a cigarette. So those days just kind of shows how if her marriage can be as successful as, because I kind of quit smoking because of that, and she's also been such a health person. Everything she does, and like running marathons, pretty much everything she does, she's been really successful. And if she can continue on with that with Andrew, they should have a really successful marriage. And I wish you the best.
A toast to your love. May it grow stronger if that's possible. And just be forever wonderful. And bless me with many grandchildren.
Okay. Sheila, I can't believe you gave me a mic and a beer and a speech. You didn't think this through too well. As many of you parents know, all you want for your kids is to find somebody that really loves them and wants for their happiness. And when our kids bring boyfriends and girlfriends around, we watch and we observe, Andrew. And there are times we're like, how in the heck can we just sabotage this? But I've watched these two, and Andrew, I can tell when you look at her, you really love her. You really do. And that makes me happy. And Sheila, as many of you know, is a little bit of a perfectionist. And I know if y'all both put that much energy as she does into everything she does into your marriage, you're going to have a wonderful, wonderful relationship. And Andrew, you're going to be wishing for dull moments. May God bless. Yeah, right, already. May God bless both of you, and may God bless your marriage.
Andy. We'll finish it off tonight. Oh, sorry, someone else wants to do it.
Well, just to, I've been asked to kind of share a couple of stories about Andy. I'm actually Andy's uncle. But about 10 years ago, when my son was getting married, we had a bachelor party. They invited me, and I think it was because they wanted to go deep sea fishing. So anyway, we rented a cottage at Atlantic, and Andy and Tom were the youngest of the two, so being the adult chaperone in this thing, I thought, okay, I need to look out for these boys, and because they're about 10 years younger than everybody else in the group. And so I'm thinking and planning, and I'm thinking, okay, we'll get there, we'll try to get organized, and then we'll go out to eat, and just have a nice time. So I walk in the door of the cottage at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the first thing I see is Andy and Tom in the refrigerator with hard liquor in one hand, Red Bull in the other hand. And I'm thinking, I'm in trouble. And I quickly realized that supper was out of the deal. It was off the table. We were not going out to eat. So the challenge of that night was the fact that the next morning we had to get up at 5 o'clock to go fishing. And they were blitz. I mean, they were out. And I'm shaking them, and trying to get them up. Finally rouse them up. We get out to the boat, and we go out. And the boys had a rough day. I'm not sure if, I think they were on the floor of the salon at the boat the rest of the day. But Tom did correct me on that Andy he was laying on the couch, and the only time he would get up was he heard somebody yell, "Fish on!" He'd run out, But anyway, that Red Bull ended up at the bottom of the ocean. Then I hear, I'm thinking, okay, where would they have their bachelor party? And I understand it's in Denver. It's far away from the Atlantic Ocean. And this other story I'll tell, and this is the PG version, that during their college days, Andy had gone out to see Tom up in Columbia, and Tom invited him to go to class with him one day, and so they're in the back of the room, and the professor is at the front, and he's posing these questions to the class, and he says, how many people here have ever seen a ghost? And people stood up, and he was one of them. He then said, those who stood or were standing, how many of those have actually spoken to a ghost? And half of that crowd sits down, and we're standing. Third question was how many of you have had romantic relations with a ghost? Everybody sits down, and the professor calls him up to the front of the class, and he says, you've seen a ghost, you've spoken to a ghost, and you've had romantic relations with a ghost. He said, ghost? I thought you said two. A toast to many years of health and happiness, joy, prosperity, and that's a hard act to follow. I'm not quite as eloquent as Uncle Tony is, but I'm proud of both of you, and I don't know what else to say. Very proud.
All right, I've got something to say. Hi, girl. So I'm Francesca. I've known Shiela for about 4 or 5 years now. And this is Kelsey, the blonde from Jen. 7th grade. And we've known Andrew and Shiela as we were both together, and we're coming up to the door today. We have to be a part of it. There's 9 of us in this group, and I mean, like, look at us, you know? We're here. It's great. But
Sheila, it's funny, you know, ever since 7th grade, she always said, I'm going to live in Charleston, I'm going to have a boat, I'm going to own a house, I'm going to do everything, and she's here. And she's the only person I've ever known that's kept the goal that long, ever. And it's funny too, I never liked a single boyfriend she's ever had. So it's really, none of them have ever been good about her, Sheila. I'm glad you found that we all like.
cheers to you too.
Cheers to you.
All right, my name is Josh. I'm Sheila's big brother. Growing up, I was very protective.
To say the least.
Yeah, so I mean, it was to the point where when there were some new boys in the neighborhood walking down the driveway, I was running after with a baseball bat. So very protective of my sisters. I love them to death. And I'm just blessed that, that Andrew is watching Sheila's life, and you two met, and I knew right away that me and Andrew were going to hit it off real good. In the summertime, I do flyboarding instruction, so if anybody's been flyboarding, I've got a 60-foot hose that hooks up to a jet pump on Sea-Doo. And once I sent him up 30 feet in the air, and I stuck him up there, I knew we were going to hit it off good. And it's just, every time we get together, we have a blast, and I can see the happiness that you bring to Sheila. And the two of you are amazing people, and talk about nieces and nephews maybe in the future. And my wife and I got 4 kids, and once you hit 4, it's like hitting a brick wall. And you guys, I heard you might shoot for 5, so me and Andrew have been talking about. Andrew's been talking about maybe being a stay-at-home dad. Take the kids surfing and all kinds of fun stuff, and I'll come down here and join you. But yeah, I really look forward to many happy years to hang out with the two of you, and may the Lord just bless your marriage with love and happiness and many healthy years. So.
I'll finish us off. We'll finish us off. As much as I'd like to say it was fate that we met, I will give my confession. Before I met Andrew, I let everybody know I was single. I was looking for blue-eyed, blonde hair, sandy blonde, a guy who went to church on his own, not like me forcing them to. Someone who was sweet, genuine, and kind, and loving. And the moment I put it out there, somebody connected us, and it was love at first sight. It matched, and it was perfect, and I'm so thankful.
Thanks,
Thank you all so much for being here. It means the world. I literally was running earlier and had tears of happiness just thinking about tonight, tomorrow, and weekend. And we're so honored and thankful for all of you. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Cheers. Andrew and Sheila.
Hit play. 25 minutes or so, and then we're going to do the Hayden family photo.
So when somebody yells Hayden family, don't run.
Have y'all met Jen?
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Amber, and Sheila's big sister. First off, I'll start out by saying thank you to everyone who has traveled near and far to make it here to celebrate Sheila and Andrew's special day. Thank you for all of those who helped out along the way and made this day so special for Sheila and Andrew. And also, a very special thank you to the parents who have worked so hard and put so much time and dedication into making this day so special. Woo! You guys know who you are. And Sheila, I'm so honored to be here today, and I'm so lucky that you chose me to be your matron of honor. And I'm so lucky that I got to stand next to you on the biggest day of your life. Now, where do I even begin? We have been through everything together. Some of those things may have not been the best things, and I will not share today, but good or bad, they have made us who we are. This ain't easy because I'm not Sheila here. It's an emotional Amber here to get through this. Where do I even begin, Sheila? I have known you your whole life. We have been through so much together. We've shared so many amazing adventures. Growing up always was very interesting. When you and I got together, we tended to be very sneaky. And sometimes we got caught, but you know what? It was also worth it. There even was this time, before I knew how to swim, where you decided to push me off the dock. I'm sure you had good intentions or your specific reasons as to why you did this. Luckily, Dad was there to save me. And all I can think about is you laughing in the background. Because honestly, that's just a part of who you are. But you honestly bring so much laughter, happiness, and joy to everything and everyone around you. Tell them where you at. No. Oh my goodness. Yeah. No matter how mad at you that I was or ever could get, you always try to make me laugh. And you still do this to this day. From growing up in South Carolina, spending summers in Minnesota, we always had fun, no matter what. We built forts in the woods, we camped, we danced, we got grounded on several different occasions. We ditched our best friends. We stole each other's best friends. Y'all know who you're at. And we made new friends together. We ran from the spiders. We laughed at each other when Grandma would put us in timeout. And that meant pretty much nose to the wall. We cried, we listened, we learned from each other, and we grew up together. And even though you pretty much forced me to move to Minnesota, because of course it was the best place to live and the best place to go to college at that time, you soon left me to leave and find your new adventures here in South Carolina. And I'm beyond excited and so happy that I got to see you and watch you say yes to the man of your dreams, the man you have been waiting for your whole life, and the man you said yes to. Andrew. I can't even express in enough words here today how happy I am that you found my sister. Honestly, you guys are perfect together.
It's true.
I remember one of the first times we were all together, and even just meeting you, kind of had that crazy gut feeling, and I knew that you were her one. You guys are a perfect match. A few short months after we met, we all were cruising around town, and somebody decided they needed an energy drink. And at that time, Andrew was driving, of course. Me and Sheila sat in the car. Andrew pulled over at the gas station, and he went in to get some energy drinks. He came back, and Sheila wasn't too happy at that time. She looked at the 3 energy drinks he got, and sure enough, there were no sugar-free ones. So Sheila decided to tell Andrew that she needed some sugar-free ones. Well, that didn't happen. So pretty much Andrew looked at Sheila. It was pretty much like, well, you just ran how many miles today? You can have one regular energy drink. Which this is something that, for all of us who know Sheila, she would say. But for once, and one of the first times, she actually listened. And that was to you. And she drank that energy drink. At that moment, I knew that I could get used to you being around. You're that guy that has made Sheila stop and listen. And I can see she finally has found that guy. Andrew, you are that guy that will do anything for Sheila. You have shown her and taught her so much about life, and that in life you can't always be strict on yourself. And sometimes, even if it's just that energy drink, it's okay, because she deserves it. I have learned so much from you over the past few years, in knowing how much you care about Sheila, and how much you support her, and stay by her side, no matter what. It means the world to me, and I know you guys are perfect together. You have welcomed in her into your amazing family, just like it's her own. You truly love her unconditionally, and recently learning that on this day, the biggest care in your world was that she felt beautiful and happy. It's honestly one of the best things I could ever ask for in the guy that she said yes to. And the guy I get to officially call my brother-in-law. So, Andrew, I'm so excited to welcome you to the family. And I'm so excited for you and Shiela for many, many years of happiness. And I'm so excited to see your future together as one. You guys light up the room, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows that about Andrew and Shiela already. But it seriously shines. So I'd like to give a toast. Andrew and Shiela, let's all raise our glasses. May your love be honored enough to survive the times, but old-fashioned enough to last forever. Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Rothstein.
This ought to be good. It's good. So yeah, emotional day for everybody. It's not my day, but this is my twin brother's day, and it feels like it's my day. So I'm selfish. So I knew that if I could get one laugh, I'd feel a little bit better. So far, I still feel terribly nervous. So forgive me for looking at my phone because these are my notes. I want the delivery to be perfect. So today's been very special in more than one way. The biggest way is being part of Andrew and Shiela's celebration for their marriage. And secondly, is the amount of family and friends that we have here right now. That's a lot of people, y'all. And y'all came from near and far, and we're, last night at the rehearsal dinner, I was more than excited to see people that I didn't even know that were going to show up. So, thank y'all for being here, and I'm just kind of speechless because of that in itself. I lost my place. So now with that said, I'm going to say this as honestly as possible. This day wouldn't have happened if it weren't for me. And I take absolute full credit. As honestly as possible. For introducing this power couple. But in all seriousness, I can't take full credit. I did play a major role in introducing Andrew and Shiela. So far, so good, right? In summer of 2015, I was dating a girl who happened to be friends with Shiela, and they had a pool day together. I know that. It was at Sheila's house, and it was just them two hanging out, and yeah, we ended up going to get happy hour drinks later that day. And that was at Table and Tavern. So Karen was the girl that I was dating, and I'm going to put quote unquote girl on the But anyway, I'm killing it.
at Chamblin's Tavern for happy hour drinks. And while we were waiting for Sheila to show up, and I had never met Sheila, Karen asked me, do you have any, friends that are single, who are good guys, and have their act together? After 20 or 30 seconds of thinking about it, I came up with a blank. You need to get your butt up here before I break up with Karen and ask you. I can't believe I was nervous about this. Andrew must have been in the parking lot we were on the phone because for a minute and a half he was sitting in a bar stool next to Sheila. And obviously the rest is history. Good story, right? Man, this is a huge relief. So, in conclusion, you're welcome. But I'll just get a little bit serious. Andrew and I has always been close. We shared a womb together for 9 months. Thank you, Mother. This poor petite lady had 2 7-pound, 2-ounce kids in her belly. We shared a bedroom for 17 years. And up until this very day, we share a closeness of friendship and a bond that is irreplaceable. Because of that bond, I always want the best for my brother, and that's where Blondie comes into play. Sheila Marie Grangroth Rocky. Andrew asked me to marry him. That's been the best decision he's ever made in his entire life. But what I appreciate most about you is that the bond between Andrew and myself that is already proven indestructible has only become more reinforced because of you. Your positive energy is contagious, and the amount of love you have for your family and friends can be felt from miles away. And it's awesome. Thank you very much for treating my brother so great. And we're overjoyed, and we welcome you to the family with open arms. And Andy, man, you did good, kid.